Okay, everybody, welcome to Ramrod Rants.
It's not really that clear.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ramrod Rants. I'm Ramrod. I'm on the phone today with Lady B, and EJJ the DJ. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about marriage a little bit. From my show, my last podcast, we were talking about marriage, and EJJ the DJ had some constructive criticism, let's say. Being that I had the male part or the ideals, we're going to have female ideals today. So, like I said, I take constructive criticism, I take comments, compliments, everything. I'm going to sit here and just do what I can do and say what I can say. Okay, so remember, any constructive criticism, any comments, compliments, whatever, email me, ramrodrants, RAMRODRANTS333 at gmail.com. You email me anytime and I try to answer as quickly as I can. So who we have on the line, like I said, we got Lady B. Hello, Lady B. How you doing?
Hello, how are you?
I am doing great. Nice to hear from you. Long time no hear from.
Right.
And we got EJJ the DJ. How's it going, Miss EJ?
What's up, Ramrod? What's up? It's going well. It's going very well.
Good. So yesterday we talked about marriage. Me and my guest, Mr. D, we said that the sanctity of marriage seemed like it's disappearing. We also said people are getting married for the wrong reasons. People are staying married for the wrong reasons. And we also gave some statistics. Let me read them off. 42 to 45% of marriages fail. 60% of second marriages fail. 73% of third marriages fail, and obviously so on and so forth. This does not include people that are legally separated that never get married, which is a mistake. Trust me, it's a bad mistake. Or people that just stay together for the sake of the children. So, EJ, what were your concerns about the podcast of marriage? What do you think of the sanctity of marriage now?
I think marriage is very important. I think it builds the foundation for our children and for society, for community. I think that we are being in a dangerous zone when we don't think that people should be married. It gives people the idea that they can just walk away without solving problems. And it teaches us to work together and to grow our families and to make them be fruitful and multiply. So that's how I think about marriage.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
You guys are talking about not being equally yoked. I was like, I think people should be equally yoked. So that was my concern or disagreement with you guys.
Well, you know what? We believe, me and my guest believes in the sanctity of marriage. We do. We believe in trying to preserve marriage at all costs. Don't just walk out because one day you came home and the gas was turned off. I mean, you need to try to do everything you can to save your marriage. And when you think you've done all you can, like my guest said yesterday, then try some more. Okay. But saying that, you still have people getting married for the wrong reasons. You have people staying married for the wrong reasons. I mean, you can't stay married for the kids when every day they see you arguing, screaming, cursing at each other. That's not a healthy environment. You can't stay married because it's something that you think your mom and dad or your grandparents wanted you to do, even though you're just miserable and you're making yourself sick every time you go home. And every time it's time to go home or it's time for your spouse to come home, you just get that sickness in your stomach. You can't stay married for years because of that. You can't. I mean, and honestly, you remember how they used to say men died 10 years before women? And it wasn't all men in marriage. Now, what have you thought about that man was just so miserable that he just deteriorated over years and died? I mean, that could be true also. I'm just saying, that's just, something that came out in my head right quick. But I I like the fact that I'm married. Don't get me wrong. And I love the institution of marriage if it's done right. What do you think, Lady B?
Well, first of all, without marriage, there's no family per se. When you are so easy to get out of a marriage, then when you destroy your family unit. Now, for somebody to commit to a marriage, the reason why you got in the marriage was because two individuals love one another, and the reason why they got in the marriage is the reason why they should stay married. Now, I understand that there are outside of okay. Nobody says that it's going to be an easy thing, but why should it be so easy for you to just walk away? And what's happening now is couples that get married, it's too easy for them to walk away. But you have to remember, and there's another thing that you should always include in marriage. You got to have that glue in that marriage is you two have to be not only evenly yoked. You got to have God in there. I don't want to really put the religious thing in there, but you got to have God in there. There's the reason. It's a biblical reason why people got married. Where you have marriage. Now, I understand that there can be problems. You don't want to be there and be miserable because of the kids. But that wasn't, if you get into a relationship where you were miserable, what happened? How did you get together in the beginning? Because those signs had to be there before you even got into the marriage. So this is why you have to be evenly yoked. And my theory on staying married is if the good in the marriage outweighs the bad, then you have to look at it and say, this is why I'm here. Nothing is going to be perfect. People are different. This is why it's not perfect. But if the good part, if you see more good in it than you see bad, then it's worth staying for.
Yeah, I always say make out a list. I say make out two lists, the pros and the cons.
Exactly.
And if the pros outnumber the cons, there's a chance.
Good outweighs the bad.
It's
got something to work on.
You got to try to save a marriage if you go into a marriage under the right circumstances. Now, I'm not saying stay in no abusive marriage or no.
Well, what when you say right circumstance, what do you mean by a right circumstance?
I mean,
an example of a right circumstance.
The right circumstance where, you guys feel a natural connection. You guys enjoy being around each other.
You have to be friends before you love them.
Oh, you got to be friends. Your best friend has to be holding your hand.
I believe that's important.
Your best friend has to be holding your hand up at that altar. Your best friend has to be willing to hurt when you hurt. Cry when you cry.
Exactly.
Okay. If you got that, if when you marry somebody, you're marrying that person, not nobody else in that room. Not their parents, not your parents. You're marrying that person. That person comes first. Well, God comes first. Then comes that person. Then when you have children, it's God, that person, then your kids. You got to keep all this outside stuff out of your marriage. You have to stay there. You got to love each other, respect each other.
Reverend, let me explain this to you like it was explained to me. My grandmother-in-law sat me and my husband down some years ago. And she explained that when God created Adam, he created Eve. He created Eve from Adam, from a rib, from the side, meaning that Eve and Adam and Eve are going to walk side by side. This is his helpmate. And it says that in the Bible, this is his helpmate. She's going to walk with him side by side, not in front, not in back, side by side. She was created from a rib in his side. So I know the young people sometimes refer to one another as "this is my rib," talking about a significant other. Okay, so what it says is the two individuals in this marriage have to be equally yoked. They have to have a mutual appreciation of one another. And when you lose that, you lose the whole substance of the relationship. You have to respect one another. And like you said, if I hurt, then my husband should hurt. There should be that dedication to one another in a relationship.
Yeah, you're right. It should be. It should be. And the thing it is that I'm saying is, as long as you guys have that, as long as your family is together, well, pray together, stay together. As long as you have that, nothing.
Pray together, stay together, and you have to do things together too. Now, as you mature and get older, and you're in relationships for years, you lose all of the romantic part about marriage. That leaves, but that appreciation and admiration doesn't. And although it can be rough times, you still have those times that you reflect on that were pleasant. That were good.
I mean, nothing is perfect.
And if the good times outweigh the bad, then you hang in there.
Exactly.
Because trust me, if you're looking for green pastures, you might be disappointed.
Oh, grass ain't always green on the side of that fence. I tell you, I know a couple people that found that out quickly. It is not greener. It's the same old grass you had in your yard.
And we are creatures of habit. So we have a tendency to go with what we know. It ain't so good to try to venture into unfamiliar territory. Go with what you know. And if you've been there in a relationship and you know that individual and they know you, it's better to bank on that than to venture out into something that you don't know anything about.
Exactly. Miss EJ.
Yes.
What you think?
Well, Red Rock, like you said, if everybody's not getting along and you all have made a union, there will be blood when you try to separate. There will be blood. So there's going to be some harm to the family, to the kids, to you, and to your spouse. So, yes, sometimes everything is not going to work out. But all I'm saying is there will be blood.
Okay, let me ask both you guys a question. Because you guys are proponents of marriage. And I agree with that. So am I. Give me some reasons when you see a couple and say to yourself, that marriage should end. What reason would you guys have for that? And I know
infidelity is one.
Okay, and I was just about to say, without saying infidelity.
Infidelity is one.
Okay. Do you forgive? Can you forgive infidelity?
But he said give other reasons. It's infidelity. Some people want to do infidelity.
Okay, yeah. Can you forgive infidelity?
Some people do. And some people accept it. It depends on the individual. I think trust and compassion.
But he said, why should a couple not be together? And I just would love don't live here anymore.
Well, yeah. You know what? Love goes in stages.
It does.
Love goes in stages. So depending on where you are.
Do you guys believe in marriage counseling? I mean, from an actual counselor. Do you guys believe in marriage counseling? I'm sorry.
Oh, most definitely.
Now, I'm not talking from a Jack Lake counselor like the preachers think they are. I'm talking about from an actual licensed practitioner.
Yes. I do believe in marriage counseling. Yes.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it is, I think, good to have somebody that is not emotionally involved, that can observe.
Yeah, somebody looking inside the window.
Right. There's no emotional attachment there. So they can see things that you can't.
Okay, but
and point out things that you can't point out.
okay, so women are emotional beings. Is not that's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. They are very emotional beings, and that's just in them. No matter what, men are not. Men are not.
Well, you know what? I think men are taught not to be.
Okay, so how do you get a man that's averse?
Yes,
How do you get a man?
From being, I think men are conditioned from being a kid that they do to a man. You got to be strong. You got to do this. You got to do that. I think that it's nothing wrong with a man being emotional.
Okay, but they're not great talkers either. So how do you get a man that's against counseling to go to counseling? I have some people that that email me, and I have some people that I know personally. They do not want to go to counseling. They would rather get a divorce than go to counseling. So how do you get a man that's so averse to going to counseling, to go to counseling to save his marriage?
Well, it depends on what he thinks his marriage is worth. If he doesn't think that it's worth going to counseling, he'd rather just give up on the marriage. Because I think probably when people involve a third individual, secrets come out. Some people don't want their secrets to come out, So, but it depends on what an individual, how they feel that, what they feel the marriage is worth. The marriage has to be worth something to you in order for you to fight for it. So if counseling is an option, then that's what you do.
I think like for me, what I would say is that a man has to feel that he can be emotional with you. You have to be very careful with a man because it's just like being a boy, with a mother and son relationship. They have to trust you that you're not going to expose them, or nobody wants to be put out on the front street. So I'm just saying, be very careful with a man's heart, because once he feels like you're going to tell his business and he can't trust you, he's not going to be willing to speak in front of other people either.
Yes, a lot of people, not only men, but women too, they have a problem with secrets. And we all do have secrets. So exposing your secrets to a third person can be kind of rough, can be tough, can be, that might be something that would be hard for a person to actually want to do.
Now, what about, let's just say a gentleman came to you guys and said, listen, I married my wife. I'm so in love with her. I told her she never had to work a day in her life. And she's a housewife. And we have one child. And I go to work 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I come home. The house is just in total disarray. My kid is running all around. Nothing is ever in the refrigerator. I always have to stop and get something on the way home. And when I get home, I don't have any work clothes for the next day. I have to do my laundry and everything. And it's just, and I've talked to her and I've talked to her and I've talked to her. And we went to counseling, went to counseling. Nothing has changed. The first month of our marriage, maybe the second month, it was great. But after that, it just went downhill. So what am I supposed to do? Now, what would you tell him?
I sympathize with it, number one, because I think that that's a legitimate concern. But did he not see this before they got married?
No.
Nobody goes into relationships blind.
So you said it was some dirty somewhere.
This woman, before he got married, didn't keep a straight house. There's some problems there. If this man is away for 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, and all I got to do is stay at home and keep a clean house, have meals ready, have clothes, work clothes ready and have everything organized, my house organized, then that should be a problem. But that problem just didn't surface when they got married.
Well, what
It was
if?
something that he should have seen before he married
Yeah,
her.
but what if she
Now, that
stayed with
don't
her?
fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, but what if she stayed with her parents and her parents demanded a clean house? So every time he went over to visit, the house was spotless.
Like I said, everybody has their part. You know, we're all a part of a part, and so I'm an objection to that, because if you're out doing your part, working, and we made a deal, I just
Right.
think people should hold to their deals. And if you can't, and if you said that you were going to do what you're going to do, people have to be people of the word. So that wife
I
needs
agree.
to be checked. That wife needs to be
I
checked.
agree. And I sympathize with that young man because he had a problem. But if he loves her, then he'll accept all of the foolishness of her not doing what she's supposed to do. But I'm not saying that that's right.
Now, do you think that's a?
She needs to uphold. She needs to do her part. And if all she got to do is stay home and take care of home while he's out providing for home, then she's wrong.
Now, do you think that's an opportunity? Do you think that's an opportunity? That's an open door. Now, this lady's at home. This man is making money. Let's just say he's making a lot of money. She's at home doing this. Do you think that's an opportunity for her little friends to start whispering in his ear?
Well, the opportunity, let me tell you, that there are many opportunities. That's not to say that it's right. Okay. I mean, there's always going to be the cleanup woman or the cleanup man. Okay. They exist. Okay. Whether the home was perfect or not. But that's not to say that it's right, that he should listen or to cheat on his wife. I'm not saying that that's the right opportunity. Now, if it's marriage, if he is unhappy because she's not carrying her load, then if they get counseling and nothing changes, then I could say that, I would sympathize with that guy. Maybe that guy should find somebody else that he is more equal to. Because obviously there's an imbalance there.
Yeah,
You can't let her go because she's dirty.
Well, I mean, just look at this. Not only dirty, he's working, and he's bringing in the money. And all she got to do is cook and clean. Come on now. That's not a hard thing to do. Something else is wrong with that.
Oh yeah, because what's going to happen is somebody's going to catch him at a weak moment. They're going to start bringing him lunch. Hey, I noticed you didn't have any homemade lunch. They're going to start bringing him lunch, and then they're going to start having.
That's still not a good reason for him. That's
No,
not a good reason.
they're going to have good conversations.
But that might be a valid reason
Yep.
for him to leave the marriage.
They can talk for a year and not have any sexual contact, but one day that man is going to be weak from something that happened at home, and boom, that's it. He gonna go home one day and not have a clean pair of drawers.
That's not the right thing to do.
It's not the right thing to do. It's not. But men sometimes will be men, and I hate to say that. If I went home if I work 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, and one day I go home and there wasn't no drawers clean, and my wife is a housewife, we got one damn kid, and the house is filthy, ain't nothing in the refrigerator, and that would send me down the wrong path. I mean, wrong path.
Well, what he should do the first time that it happened,
Yeah.
he should sit down and he should talk to her and say, look, I'm doing this. This is what I expect of you. Okay? So we got to make this right. This has got to be better. If it continues not to be right, then I think he has a legitimate reason for getting out of the marriage. I'm not saying for him to keep that. I'm saying there's some problems there, and maybe the problems can't be resolved.
Now, I'm saying that.
Here's where that theory, if the good outweighs the bad, you stay. Okay? There might be another reason why he might accept her uncleanliness and her not being able to fulfill all of the things that she should fulfill while he's doing his part.
If you ain't washing your clothes, you ain't washing your ass. So it's that may be lacking too. You can't come home to your house and like fish and ain't nothing cooking.
Now, the hypothetical on this, Rodney, is okay. It's what he's willing to accept.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, where you wouldn't accept it, maybe some other guy would.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's true.
So
That's true.
It's what you're willing to accept.
But you know what though? In all actuality, this wasn't even a hypothetical situation. And I know this. I know this guy, and I know his wife. And do you know how he solved the problem? He got a housekeeper. That's how he solved the problem.
He got what?
He went and got a housekeeper.
Oh, that's a good idea.
How is that a good idea when you got a wife at home that's a housewife taking care of one child? She can't even clean her own damn house or cook her own damn food. And you working 16 hours a day.
He loves the woman. Ramrod, he loves the woman. He didn't marry her for her cooking and cleaning skills.
But if you,
So he was willing to accept her.
That's a bad precedent to set.
He went and got a housekeeper.
And so think about it. When a man can't really cut grass or take care of his lawn, he hires a landscaper.
You're absolutely right.
Hiring a homemaker.
It's not that he can't, it's that he don't want to. Now, because let's say he has the job. But if your part of the deal was to keep the house clean, take care of the kid, and make sure the meals are prepared and everything, if you're not honoring that part of your deal, okay, why are we giving you idle time? What are you doing for the 8 hours the kid in school and the housekeeper there?
Sometimes you have to meet people where they are. And if that's what she can't do, she couldn't do it.
If you find them in the basement,
maybe she was lazy.
Right, and he may love her for other reasons. Okay. I know of a situation where this young man was a successful businessman, and he married this one girl, and she bought a beautiful big home. She had everything that she wanted, but she just never could be a good wife per se. And what I mean by that, she was not a housekeeper. She just was not a good wife. But he and her ended up getting a divorce. He went and found another woman that he had to somewhat help. And his mother was a little disgruntled because before he started dating this second girl, she introduced her son to a professional woman. And he didn't want her. He was not comfortable with her. He was comfortable with a woman that he had to help and treat like he had to do everything for her. And there are some people that are like that and need to be in relationships where they control everything. The house, everything, and control the business. And that's what they look for. They don't look for people with strong personalities. Okay? Because maybe that wouldn't work. Maybe they would butt heads. So, you know what? It just depends on the individual and what they want and what they're willing to accept. That's what you have to look at on a lot of things in marriage. Because, marriage is a give and take situation.
Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you have to no. You both have to give. You can't. One person just can't give, and the other one just tick.
Compromise a lot. Compromise a lot. And you settle a lot in relationships because that's what it is. You know. So, okay. I'm gonna give you another situation. A friend of mine, her and her husband got into an argument, and the husband, she was cooking at the time, and she got mad, and she took the food, she threw it out in the yard, and then he got pissed at her throwing the food in the yard, and went in the freezer and got some ice, and he threw it out in the yard. But at the end of the day, both was out there in the yard trying to turn that food in the yard. You know what I mean? So, we can do foolish things in relationships. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can, and that's the part you look back and it's fun. That's what when you were saying earlier that you, if you can look back and cherish the memories and stuff. You know, if the passion dwindles just a little bit, you still got cherished memories. You know, especially if one of your spouse is sick or, you know, not doing, you can cherish the memories of what, and that will keep you connected and that'll keep you together. Yeah, but it's just certain things, especially these young people, these millennials, I don't know if they were taught how to be a couple or I don't know. It's just a lot of things going on right now that's not conducive to a happy marriage. You know, you can't go out every night. Now, I am, an advocate of a man being a man at least sometime. Go out, hang out with his buddies, play some pool, you know, talk some crap, drink a beer. I'm an advocate of that. You can't just have them locked down with you or your friends, whatever. I just let them get out and blow off some steam, just like a woman has to get out and blow off some steam. But it's all innocent. There's nothing happening. Everybody come home at night, beat the sun up. Okay, but you know, it's right now, everybody go out every night. They got specials, Monday night specials through Sunday night specials for men and women. Women come in before 8. Now you got women in the club like with 4, 5 kids in there before 8 o'clock. Where the kids at? You know?
Well, I don't think that in that circumstance did they really want a home. You know, the home is a place that when you leave the outside world, you leave work and all of the frustrations and anxiety, but when you come home, it's like your comfort zone. You come home to relax. If you're not finding comfort in your home and you're finding comfort in the club, then there's something wrong there. Okay?
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, that's how come that steam got. I mean, and a lot of people say, well, you can go play pool with your wife, and yeah, you can go play pool, and it's probably fun playing with your wife. But sometimes you just want to go out and talk some crap. You know, you want to talk some crap.
Yeah, I think people need to socialize, but not every day of the week.
Oh no, not every day of the week, not once a week. I mean, if you got to go out every night on your way home to drink, if you got to drink before you go home, there's a problem at home. If you got to drink all the time while you're at home, there's a problem at home. You know, if you fall asleep in your recliner at night so you don't go upstairs and go to bed with your spouse, there's a problem. Now, me, you know what? I don't see a problem with, and I know you guys might see a problem with it. I don't see a problem with me going to strip clubs. I don't. And
I do.
I know you do, but listen to me. A lot of women told me if they men go to strip club and come home, they say, well, you just go back to where you came from if they try to, you know, touch on them and whatever. I say, in my opinion, if your man go to a strip club and come home and he all over you trying to get him a little something, that means he saved his something for you. Now, if he come home, get in the shower and go to bed, that's when you should worry. But if he coming home, and especially if he our age and he trying to get a little something, he ain't did nothing out while he was out. He came home to you because, you know, but so it
okay, but now look at this, Grandma. You have to, there's a moral issue there. Okay? There's a certain personality that go to strip clubs. I mean,
Everybody like to see a little booty shaking.
no, that's it's a certain personality. It's a personality. All men don't want all in no strip club. All men don't want to see women all naked, half naked, and all.
It's two types of men.
You know.
It's two types of men when it comes to strip clubs. It's two types of men that when it comes to strip clubs. Ones that say they don't, and the others that said they stopped. Them some lying men. Because strip clubs is someplace you can go. I'm not gonna throw no dollars up there at them nasty women. I'm not saying they all nasty. Please don't write me no emails. They not nasty. They beautiful. They beautiful. They beautiful. But I'm not gonna stick money in their drawers. I'm not gonna do that. And your finger come out smelling like butt. I don't do that. I throw some money up on a stage. I do that because it would be, that's wrong of me to touch another woman, especially in her nethers. And I'm married. I don't do that.
But listen. Why would you even that? Well, it depends on what a person's interest is. You know, where some men love to be at the strip club, some other men might just like going out to a blues club or something, you know?
Yeah, but chances are, if a man go to a strip club,
everybody ain't in the strip club.
If a man go to a strip club, chances are he ain't gonna meet no girl. Okay, chances are he won't. But if you go to a blues club, a jazz club, sports bar, where you sitting there having a beer with your buddies, there's women in there, and women are opportunistic, and so are men. So,
yeah. If a man is looking to meet somebody, he don't have to go nowhere. Period.
Oh, of course.
Somebody anywhere. You can meet somebody at the bus stop and work. If this is what you're looking for, it depends on your state of mind and what you want. If that's what you're looking for, if you are looking for something outside of your home, then that's what you really want to do. You ain't got to go nowhere to get it.
Just like women say, women say, they men don't tell them they're attractive anymore. Don't tell them, they look good in this, they look good in this dress or these pants. They don't do it. You know what? A lot of women, and I'm not saying all women, a lot of women don't tell their husbands or their significant others how good they look. And so when these men go out and start getting compliments, and most of them don't do anything, but it makes them feel good. Just like a woman say, oh, compliments make me feel good. You don't give me compliments anymore and blah, blah, blah. But when was the last time you complimented that man? We picked up a little weight. We lost a little hair. You know what? Some of our teeth is not straight as they used to be, and we walk slower. But sometimes we want to just, a little tap on the ass and say, you know what, baby, you still got it. But just like women want. So when they go out, and you got a barstool chick telling them this, it's going to make them feel good, albeit they shouldn't be doing nothing about it. They should just smile and move on. But sometimes men do like compliments. They do. Men love compliments.
Well, they might. And that might be a reason why a man may look for something outside the home. Because he's not getting those compliments and his building of his self-esteem, but yeah, and I understand that does happen, and I think that goes two ways. I think if he's fishing for compliments, then he should give out some, and that's all in relationship building, and that might be something that people have done all through the relationship. But I've heard from my mom, my grandma, anything that you start with, you have to keep up.
Oh, I agree.
In a relationship, in a marriage.
What you did to get them, you got to keep doing it to keep them.
Right. If you start being the woman that cooks every day, you can't stop. If you did that for 2-3 years of the marriage, and come later on in the marriage, you just start cooking, it ain't gonna work because it's expected of you. So certain things, once you do certain things, it's expected of you. And when you start doing it, then people have dispositions about certain things.
Exactly.
You throw out the rhythm and the routine of the whole relationship.
Yeah, people are creatures of habit. Once they create an habit, they want it to keep going. They want it to keep going. If I'm checking the mail every day, sooner or later, my wife is going to come in the house and say, "Hey, babe, did we have any mail?" Because they know I'm checking the mail. So if I'm coming home from work every day and you're a housewife, and I say, "Hey, babe, I put my dirty clothes in the machine. Do I have a clean uniform for tomorrow?" And supposedly what comes out of her mouth should, "Yeah, babe, you got 5 of them hanging up in the closet. Just pick one and I put this one after I clean it at the back end so you can just keep going through it." But normally what they hear is, "I ain't had no time to do no clothes. Shaniqua and them came over and hung out and, we got to going and we got to..." No, we don't want to hear that. You want to come home. You want to do things that you've always done in the order you've done them, which is it's what makes a man happy. It don't take much to make a man happy. A cold drink, a pop, lemonade, tea, whatever he likes, a remote control, a TV, and some quiet. I always tell people the best birthday present you can give a man is 24 hours to himself. Get him a hotel room and have him in there for 24 hours. He ain't got to call, do nothing. That'll be the best birthday present to give a man. He can go to a hotel room by himself and just chill. Especially if you got a house full of kids.
That might be you, Ramrod. I don't think that's true for all men. So I'm going to disagree again with you.
That's an individual thing.
Really, ask around. Ask around.
Now, have you ever heard happy wife, happy life?
Yeah, and I don't agree with that.
Why not?
Because if both spouses are happy, both houses are happy.
Listen, happy wife, happy life. Meaning if that woman, your wife, is happy, then your life is going to be happy because she's going to do everything to make you happy.
No.
That's what that means.
If you had a happy wife and the man is miserable trying to make her happy, then how's that even?
If she's happy, then you're going to be happy because she's going to make your life happy. She's going to do all of those things to keep you happy, as if she's happy. But if she's disgruntled, then trust and believe you're going to catch the meal too.
Well. That part I don't agree with. I think if you make each other happy, everything can just roll just smoothly down that hill.
Yeah, that's what that means. You're going to make one another happy. Happy wife, happy life. Meaning if I make her happy, she's going to keep me happy.
Yeah, okay.
And the kids and everybody else.
Okay, and even when it comes to blended houses, it's the same thing. You have to do the same thing. You have to do something daily to make each other happy, or you have to do something daily to show each other that you love them. Because the kids are always going to be there from start to finish. Them kids are going to be there whether they move out, come back, move out, come visit. The kids are going to be there, and if you're going to stay together, you got to figure out a way to make each other happy when you're together and alone. I mean, you just got to figure out a way. And I'm still trying to figure that out myself because I'm an empty nester. We are all empty nesters. So, I mean, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Well, I think sometimes it can be the little things that show that you appreciate your wife or your husband. For example, bringing home some fresh cut flowers weekly. Taking your wife out to dinner once a week. You and her having some me time, doing things together.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you have a garden, you ain't got to buy no flowers. You can go cut something out the garden, can't you?
You got a garden. You know what I mean?
If your neighbor's got a garden,
that does not make sense. Somebody's got a garden.
Sure, you take a picture of some flowers.
Now you know that's real arcade. Come on now.
Well, I mean,
I have to stay away from some of y'all. I have to stay away from y'all conversation because the stuff y'all talking about, I told you, I'm just not. I don't believe in it, and I'm not doing it.
Well, I am so glad we had this conversation. This conversation was supposed to be a 5-minute recap of marriage. Then we was gonna talk about dating, but we didn't ran out of time. So I tell you what, the next time we get together, we're gonna be talking about dating after 50. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be real interesting.
Okay. All right. Looking forward to it.
Okay, Lady B. Lady B and EJJ the DJ. I'd like to thank y'all for joining the show. Now, if you guys want to comment, ramrodranch333@gmail.com. Ramrodranch, one word, 333@gmail.com. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the show.